Truth Serum Nation. Sir, all present and accounted for, sir. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Go get yourself a coffee, juice, water. It was a rainy day. I did the video today at the National Cemetery for the veterans, and then I did the one at the historical one. Got to work out in there. I've been on the go. This old man needs a couple naps here and there. So, yeah, it was very, very nice. Thank you to all the fallen. Thank you for all the veterans that really saved us and everything else. And the way I look at it, every day is Veterans Day. I mean, every day we're a free country. Every day is Veterans Day. Just like I say about Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day when you have your mother here on planet Earth. Every day, we don't have to be recognized by. These people don't have to be recognized by national holidays and things like that. So, yeah. If Angelo comes on, you see, I got things I want to do. I don't know how to time frame things and what's going on to jive. And then if I don't know, oh, you're wasting my minutes, I don't know. But Bill Walton passed away. Remember Bill Walton? Grateful Dead? You know, Jimmy Boudreau, you served the Charlie Company 4th, and wow, thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm from a military family. I've had family members since World War I in every war. And you know, there's Mafia soldiers and then there's military soldiers. But a lot of made men did serve in the military. A lot of made men served in the military. Yeah. Hey, man. Got blocked. How you been, buddy? Got blocked for trolling. Yes, yeah. Yeah, he can't take the pressure. He could dish it out, but he can't take it. You know. Thank you, Mr. Manna. Yeah, throw rocks and run. Yeah, you know. I don't know. Oh, get this. If you didn't watch my video later, later. In Spanish, you say that it means both earlier and later. In Latin, not that I'm an expert in Latin, but Jimmy Boudreau, I'm the only person I see on podcasts to recognize the veterans. Thank you. This is real. This is just a real show. It's a talk show. It's a talk show. Rolly, whatever. Homeboy put a title on his video. Couple gets whacked in Haiti. Couple gets whacked in Haiti. This guy's so hypnotized and dreams about the mob and all this and puts in the thumbnail, couple gets whacked in Haiti. Really? Really? Everything's just the mob and all this, and you got the Goodfellas pillowcase on your bed, and you got the Sopranos sheet, and you got the Bronx Tale bedspread and comforter, and what is it? Everything's just you trash everything, bro. Wow. Whacked. Tragic. American couple gets killed in Haiti. Gets killed. And he's putting it in terms like that? Well, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just real crazy. No respect for anything. Gosh. I want to be on good terms, But it's hard with people like that. They are just you know what they just are what they are. They just are what they are. Gets whacked. Not even journalistic doughboy. Not even journalistic skills. Not even journalistic skills. I think he's probably finishing up that whatever. He's probably, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want to engage or any of that again. But you know what? They came out swinging at me. I don't go by their rules. I was telling myself, okay, let's make a truce, blah blah blah, and all this and that. I do things by me, not by what will Mutt and Jeff say or whatever. You come at me with all that bull crap, I'll react accordingly the way I wish to react. Barney Fife. You'd rather be the sheriff. You're looking more like Barney Fife from Mayberry RFD. American couple gets whacked. Yeah, here's the. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm looking for Angel and Angelo Valente. Yeah, yeah, this is an embassy in Haiti from the U.S. Embassy. Listen, are you the daughter? Yeah, listen, yeah, your parents got whacked in Haiti. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, your parents got whacked. Well, I know they were visiting. What do you mean? Your parents got whacked. Did they get killed? Yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, dear. Yeah. Everything's theater to him. Theater. Theater. Got whacked. Wow. Yeah, listen, Angel Valente. Yeah. Guy just so wannabe gangster that he unconsciously or consciously couldn't even see that was in bad taste. Is that how flipped over American couple gets whacked? Probably with the word whacked in capital letters. Terrible, terrible, terrible. The rules are, bro, there ain't no rules. The rules are, okay? It's okay. Maybe you should just stop your channel. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Bill Walton. Let's remember the soldiers today. I did that walk. I checked out, look at my other video. I did the walk through that historical cemetery where the graves had the 1700s on them. So I paid respect to the veterans. The video I did earlier, that was a lot of walk. It was raining, but that's all right. I could take a little rain. These poor soldiers were 18 years old in the Revolutionary War. So that was all right. That was all right. Yeah. Yo, Doughboy, did our American soldiers on the field get whacked? Doughboy, did those brave heroes? What are you gonna do? A Veterans Day, video? American soldiers get whacked in Vietnam. Is that what you're gonna do, bro? American soldiers get whacked. That's not beyond this guy. Bill Walton was good commentator for the Big West or the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead he loved. He liked to partake. Blah, 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 blah. That's all, folks. He liked to partake in cannabis sativa, aka reefer herb. So come on, folks. Grab a thing. I don't know. I can't schedule parallel to me and Ange. What because I want to get out of here and it's hard, and I don't want to bother him. What are you going to do? What, you know? So if he comes, he comes, because I don't want to do this video that long. I want to pay tribute to the veterans like I did earlier. And every day is Veterans Day. Every day is Mother's Day. And Father's Day, you know. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I thank you guys for coming in here. And I want to put all that stuff to bed, but that just burned me up. That just burned me up, whacked. Everything's just in mob vernacular and just that. What? For what? Bro, you should take it down. You should take it down, bro. You should take it down. If you got any semblance of any kind of taste or morality or anything like that, you really should take that down. You're really getting into the El Bizarro world, bro. You're really getting heavy. What is everything theater? These are human beings. Remember I told you folks, everything's theater. He's the Google Meister and all that. These are real people. Holy cow. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Exhibit A once again. Exhibit A. Wow. We got to come up with a different word. Hack ain't even good enough. I mean, come on, bro. Give it a break. You should quit your channel. How about that? Quit your channel. Get Dave at Barstool. Get back over there if you're not barred for life over there or whatever's going on. Go over there, right off into the sunset. Holy cow. Disgracing mobsters, disgracing civilians. Muppet, yeah. Muppet is fitting. Yeah. I played him like a Muppet. I played him like a puppet. He come right in with all his trolls. Boom. Right on time. Right on time. Come right in. Played him like a violin. Maybe it's okay if you stop. It's okay if you stop. There. Ave Maria. What gives? Yeah, Italians, Irish, German people have culture. Italians aren't just all stupid people. You know, there's different segments and demographics of everybody, and then you can't stereotype certain people. You know, there was a lot of Afro-Americans in wars. There was a lot of different nationalities and races in that fought on the American side. You know, let's give tribute. I mean, yeah, of course, in the Civil War and those wars, but Afro-Americans did fight in those wars, and then even in the American Indian Wars, there was the Trail of Tears. You could look that up. It's too long, you know. Different conflicts that happened on you know in the trajectory of our country to today. So everybody that fought in defense of our country, God bless them. I hope they went to heaven, you know. And I go to the VA. My grandfather was a veteran, and I visited him in the VA. He passed away just about 90 years old, and I used to say, "Grandpa, tell me about the good old days." Remember the Judds? So, time is it? I don't know, 4:57. So I appreciate the people that come in here. Bill Walton, rest in peace. Good guy. UCLA, that they were breaking all those records with Wooden. Wasn't that the coach, Wooden? I'm getting old. I got a brain injury. Wooden. Wooden, John Wooden. John Wooden. Got a brain injury. So, Mob Rats 1, how you feeling? Manna, Jimmy Boudreau. Thank you for your service, Jimmy. Thank you. Salute. Some of those there was a grave in that cemetery that was a symbolic grave from 1650. 1650. My father was in the Korean War, Pete. My father was in the Korean War. All right, thank you, Pete. Yep. 94. God bless him. Yeah. God bless him. Yeah, so it was nice to get out there and oh, okay. Yeah, that was nice. Pay tribute to it. You know, this is social media and everything. But like I try to stress, there's real life things going on out there. Real life things. There's triumphs, there's tribulations, there's happiness, there's grief, and let's take it in stride, process it the best we can. I've lost so many of my best friends have all passed. My friend Doug was a Vietnam vet. Of course, he doesn't want to come on here. I wanted to show his Purple Heart and the Congressional Medal of Honor and the Bronze Star. But he's humble. He's older, and I know that's just not his thing, you know. Hello. Hello.
Hey, Joe.
How you feeling?
Good. How are you doing?
It's all right. I took a walk today for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and I went to the cemetery, and you know, I'm from a military family, so you know, try to give some honor and respect. I think those were the tough guys.
Yeah, we had a lot of veterans. My family, my father was a World War II vet, and so was his brother.
Right.
Yeah.
My father was Korean War. Yep. How you feeling, pal? Okay.
Yeah, good, Joe.
Yeah. So I was looking at graves in the cemetery, historical cemetery. There were gravestones from the 1700s.
Yeah, that's pretty morbid shit, Joe.
Well, I'm trying to pay tribute. You know. So, but it was right.
We can only look forward.
Yeah, I know. Military families and the Bay of Pigs, Normandy. What about them guys that had to rush the beaches of Normandy? Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, my father was in France, so I mean, I don't remember if he was in Normandy or not, but chances are he probably was.
Yeah. Sitting ducks. Just sitting ducks, man. I don't know.
Joe, life goes on.
Yeah.
Snap out of it.
Yeah. Man, I know. But, you know, I know. You know I'm with...
You can't dwell in the past, Joe, or you might as well wrap it up. It's done if you do.
Yeah. But we still have to...
I could have packed it in years ago.
Yeah. Were you going to join them?
What do I got to live for? I'm in here at least till 2031.
2031?
Unless something happened. A couple guys in here helped me. I'm drafting a letter to get a commuted sentence.
They should commute.
So, to see maybe, I don't know who's going to win in 2024. But maybe I get a commuted sentence.
For the president? Oh, because they might just commute a lot of the old timers out?
I don't know. I mean, these guys are telling me in here people's sentences have been commuted.
Oh.
And guys write letters and they do grant them. So I'm going to work the shot. I'm going to try it.
take a shot. You might, get out to spend out the rest of your years. I could give you a hug and a kiss, just like you always loved before.
I mean, I don't even really have a violent sentence. I mean, it's all folded into a RICO. I mean, there isn't the predicates really aren't even violent. Just conspiracy,
Yeah.
Conspiracy to commit murder. But there was no crime.
Right.
So
if so, that wasn't really violent. I don't understand a lot of the legal terms. You guys are probably like Philadelphia lawyers by now. I'm smart law wise, but when it comes to that kind of stuff of getting out and and the avenues you got to do to try to get out, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, you figure if it's a non-violent crime, they folded them into RICO.
They've put
that's the problem.
What they do, just put everything into RICO and just hand out sentences like Halloween candy? I mean, come on, give it up.
Yeah, I mean, everything, Joe, if they could fold it in as a minimum 20 to life, I mean, you're up against it big time. How are you going to win? The guys were lining up out the courtroom. How are you going to win?
They all gave you up.
They don't have any evidence. It's all witnesses, informants.
Well, maybe you could get some kind of pardon on out of there. You're pushing 80 years old. I mean, geez.
Well, guys have. Some guys have, not a lot, but some have gotten commuted sentence.
All right.
I don't know. I think Trump might be better to win for us.
I think
he's happy to let older guys out, I think.
Yeah, I think he's a more compassionate type of, he looks at it, and I mean, geez, you're not.
I think these other guys, when I get a chance to get a paper, these other bozos in there, they don't even know what day it is.
No.
I don't think they even have a clue.
Well, I'll be praying, and hopefully something good will come out of it. Are there certain deadlines or something, or is it just ongoing? You could petition or process paperwork.
Well, there's official paperwork, and I mean, I don't even have an attorney anymore. I mean, it's been so long. So I'm trying. There's guys in here who are legal, professionally trained. I mean, they learned it in this joint, and they can fill it all out for you. You got to sit with them; they'll help you.
The jailhouse lawyers, yeah, they're smart. At least they know the process. That's all you got to know is the process.
They got nothing but time. They spend 12, 15 hours a day with this stuff. I mean, they might as well be attorneys.
They could access information in the library.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources here. A lot.
Well, that's cool.
So.
That's cool. I was gonna go to a theme park later on, but it's raining and everything, and I've been.
Theme park, Joe. You're 60 years old.
Well, I still like to. I want to go on the Ferris wheel. I want to go on the scrambler. But
You're nuts, Joe. You're nuts.
Yeah, well, you try to get at least when you walk. I'm walking. Are you still walking, or are you feeling better? Or you still walking?
I told you I walked the yard a little.
Oh, well, that's all right. That's all right, And I know I text you and this and that. Maybe I'm a pain in the butt, and I like wasting your minutes or whatever. Yeah.
I can text, like I told you, I can text, but in here you have to trade up for the minutes. I have to find somebody that I can get the minutes for the phone. I have to trade up, so I have to get them something out of the commissary and trade up.
Wow.
So whatever they need, as long as it's in there, I got to get it.
All right.
If it's $50 for the minutes, I got to going to trade it. You know, there's only so many ways types of currency you got in here.
It's like the barter system. Barter, like trade. Well,
and I'm getting your money grams. That's what's keeping me going.
No problem. No problem. No problem. That's okay. No problem there. Yeah, just, everybody's gone. There's no, I miss everybody. What are you gonna do? Everybody's gone. So I don't know. Man, maybe those guys in there can make you fill out the papers. Petition, does it go to the executive office or does it go to the Department of Corrections?
Yeah, that goes all the way to the president, Joe. It's a federal crime.
Oh, okay.
It goes up to the president. I mean, I don't know if the president's
actually,
however, but they sign it.
To that office.
They have to sign it. The president has to sign it. No matter how it, whether they say sign it or don't.
Okay.
At the end, he has to sign it.
Yeah.
You got to get the president's signature.
Wow. Well, when they do that, he'll sign for like 300 people. He won't just sign for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Because there was past presidents that just pardoned criminals. Past presidents that just pardoned a whole laundry list of people out of jail.
Yeah. Well, Joe, I gotta get going here. I'll talk to you. Bye.
All right, folks. Jailhouse lawyers. I don't know, but you just process the paperwork and then see what happens. And try to pursue it. They can give pardons, amnesty, or whatever. I know legal things, but that gets complicated with that kind of stuff. But they have media things in these prisons. So didn't get convicted of murder, though. Did not get convicted of murder. But when they have RICO and conspiracies, you got no shot. You just don't have no shot. When that's in the paperwork, and he didn't the guys he didn't ratted on him, and it seems like it don't even bother him. I don't know. I mean, after years, you get adjusted and you get conditioned to being an inmate, and then how long are you going to dwell on it? I'm here on the outside going, what? And he's like, get over it, Joe. I don't know. Get over it. So, anybody have a military, family in the military. So, I wanted to pay tribute to the veterans today, and we have the freedoms that we enjoy, and sometimes we just take them for granted. And I'm a talk show. I try to do my best and pay attention to some things that aren't just soap opera mob stuff and things like that. I want to try to raise up in different things. I like to be more personable with my community. Thorn Blades Lash, thank you for coming in here. I do my thing. I don't want to be a gangster. I don't want to be a made guy. I just want to be a good talk show host and then maybe tell some good stories. There's another guy I want to try to get on here. It's tough. It's tough to get, pull it off. But, and then show and maybe inspire people, have some awareness. If you're going through addictions or depression and other mental health issues or maladaptive behaviors, you can come back. I was dead on the floor from being overdosed. I was dead. I was on life support for a year. I was supposed to be a vegetable. You can come back. I do forget where I parked my car at Walmart, but we could come back, folks. We could come back. They told me every year that passes by, my brain injury is going to become more into play. But those are those physicians. Those are human doctors. I count on the great physician, Arian Brossman. Yeah, he jumped in and jumped out. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, because I wanted to get out of here, and I didn't know when or where. It's hard to gauge, but he's going to try to process the paperwork, my friend, and see, like, petition things and maybe get mercy. I guess you're just, at the end of the day, you're just asking the judicial system for mercy. That's all. So just try to get a little mercy and live out the years. I was a little crazier back in the years. I'd go up to the club, and if we made a score gambling, I'd hug. Oh, get off of me! Get off of me! You know. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, the other video was losing the signal. It's tough here. I don't have the technology, Pete. You know, someday I'll tighten it up, but I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm just gonna keep fighting. I don't have production things here and all of that, but I'm happy for what I got, and I'm not peed off for what I don't have, because this is my 5th chance at life. The angels have spared me many times, so I'm happy for what I don't have. It's frustrating. Yeah. 2031, but that's way too long. That's way too long. He ain't gonna live that long. God forgive me. He's not gonna live that long. No, he's not gonna live that long. No, he's got respiratory problems. I hope he lives to 100, but so yeah, I'm having fun. I'm putting these out. We're gonna go back to the theme park. Not today, because they're closing down, because we've been having thunderstorms and everything. But yeah, we're gonna keep it going. And I want to try to tell a lot of guys I know went and did time in prison. Wise guys, a lot of wise guys went to prison, and I know a little about some of their stories. And then just regular guys that went to prison, and very interesting on how they get tested by the predators in prison. And I'm just gonna try to put a couple of things together. So obey the law, folks. Obey the law. Wow, obey the law. I mean, so maybe this week we'll try to put some things in there like that. What I've, psychologically speaking, no disrespect, TA, because you might be watching, but no disrespect. But when people get conditioned and they do 23, 24 years in prison, 28 years, their whole life is already, their everyday routine is planned. And it's hard for the prisoners that get released to reacclimate into society, where now there's nobody telling you what to do. You already know your daily routine. But now the impetus is on you. Oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And there was a few that got out after long bids, and they couldn't adjust. The one guy says, I'm going home. I says, oh, you're going to Florida or New York? He says, no, I'm going back to, I says, what? He goes, I'm going to just do a crime. I'm going to go burglarize a place. What? No, don't do it. No, I can't live out here. You know, when you go in when you're 20 and you get out when you're 46, it's bizarre that, you know, because you think the men, you know, I says, well, what about, you know, women? I mean, you know, at least, you know, I mean, women, I don't know. Not that I'm a dog, but geez, I think you become so conditioned, and you've lost that hope. That when you lose hope and you just surrender, and then it's just, they don't care anymore. The prime time of their life was over, and they become so can't think of the word. But yeah, so I'm going to try to talk about that this week. And when these guys come in on the bus, the new inmates, they might already know some of their friends that are coming in. They might already know through mails or through letters and phone calls. They might already know who's coming in during a time frame, and they will look and see through the gates the buses that come in, and then they get them on their block. And the predators are looking for some fresh people to come in and see if they can get over on them, and try to extort them, exploit them, victimize them, amongst other things. And my buddy was telling me this kid come in one time, and they were looking through, and they're spotting, like the gazelles in Africa, like the cheetahs, the cheetahs and the lions in the African Delta, and they're looking at they're looking at a herd, and they're looking for the weakest of the herd that they can prey on. Well, when these busloads come into these prisons, these inmates, some of them are like the lions in the African Delta, and they're looking at a herd of prey, which are new inmates on a bus, and they're trying to single out their prey. And one time, this regular guy come in. Well, we'll just tell half the story. So, this kid come in, and they thought he was weak. They thought he was the weakest one of the herd, or for whatever reason. And the guy, when they come up, they were coming up, they got to come up a certain gate, and then they enter the block, and then they go into a cell, and they get a cellmate. So they come with their bag of clothes, and their mattress, when they go through the intake processing. So he was coming in, and then a guy approached this one kid, and it happened to TA too, but I'm not talking about you, TA. But it happens to a lot of people. And the guy he thought the guy was green. He had been in the newbie had been in other facilities, and he knew the game already. He knew the game, but he was very well versed in the streets and self-defense, and real good. And when they come up on him, when this one guy come up on him, the king predator of the block, he just dropped his stuff and just went to smashing and tore the guy apart. So he settled that real quick, that I'm not going to be anybody's prey. But the flip side of that also is there's also people that are coming in that can't defend themselves like that. So yeah, man. So we'll talk about that. I think I already just told the story. Oh, yeah. Another guy that I know, and no disrespect, but he come in and he had some frivolous charges on his record. So you, my good people, they know a lot of the times they have they know that they have the inmates coming in, the new inmates, and they'll already know the background history on some of these inmates. They'll already know what their charges are. Sometimes some of the charges might be frivolous, and they're just trying to make it because they know that the inmates have access to public records or things like that, and they come in, and it's like he got a pillowcase. This one guy, he knew he was going to be attacked. Big fella too, and he put bars of soap in a pillowcase. Bars of soap, and that's a weapon. So yeah. Well, where are we going with this, folks? Just obey the law. Obey the law. Oh, wow. So, what do we got? Hey, Max Meeks. Yeah. Well, that was good, Max Meeks. Max Meeks. Yeah, that's good. He fell in his face. Yeah. Still, and there are no rats, so they're doing life. Well, I appreciate the support that everybody helps me out. My numbers are doing good. Yeah. As far as Angelo's concerned, I don't think, I don't know. You got to get a presidential pardon or you submit paperwork through the legal system. I don't know. Maybe if Trump gets elected, he might review these things. They're giving murderers in the streets no bail. Manslaughter cases, no bail. What's going on here? If that's the case, look what's going on today in our society with criminals going out and killing again. No bail. That guy in Philadelphia driving around shooting from his car, he had been released twice with no bail. Wow. Then you got guys like Edge for conspiracy, rotting away in prison. You got violent offenders. You got violent offenders out there. Violent offenders repeating on innocent people. Whatever gangsters did, they did it to other gangsters. Wow. And this is the world we live in. The land of confusion, Phil Collins. Remember? Back when Ronald Reagan was elected? 1980. So, the land of confusion. Well, everybody has their own thoughts on that kind of stuff. Yeah. We only kill each other. Yeah. What the heck? Guys in these cities riding around, violent stuff and everything else. And they're getting released. The DAs won't even, no bail release, no bond, just release back. I don't know. It'd be crazy. We could talk about it for hours, but that's it. Italian American civil rights. Joe Colombo. Yeah. Every American should have civil rights, but he stood up. Well, they were being targeted, of course. Because they were participating in that. So they were running their whole district office against that segmented population. And they wasted millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars of taxpayer money behind a lot of frivolous stuff. So, all right, my good people. I appreciate that. This is a talk show. So go out. If you're an underdog, you'll be the favorite after that, So, Genesis, not Phil Collins. Wow, there you go. Man, Len, okay. I thought I was Joey Jukebox. No. Welcome aboard, sir. Welcome aboard. Genesis, not Phil Collins. They had a song for the commercial of the Michelob commercial. Am I correct, Jamie? I could feel it in the air tonight. I saw Phil Collins in concert. Yeah. He saw the Beatles when he was little. Where's my show going? Where am I going with this? Huh? Well, at the end of the day, we all have our lives to live. We all have families. We're all trying to get a more comfortable life. So let's grant all House, Senate, governors, paradise in Italy and Europe not allowed to set foot on soil. Yeah, Max. White Lines, the song explains it all. Yeah. So I will be going to the amusement park. I don't know about getting on the Viper with my thing. Hey, James McCarthy, how you doing? Joe, my mom's a lot of soap opera lately. Thanks for acknowledging the vets. My pleasure. My pleasure to acknowledge the vets. My pleasure. I've always been a curious guy, and I know my family and friends suffered some from PT, post-traumatic stress, but I was so interested in these stories, and I would say, Doug or Uncle, tell me about this, and they were pretty cool about it. But oh, that was a hard day's night. Wow, he's the DJ. I'm a frustrated DJ. This guy's the DJ, Jamie N. or Bonzo. Bonzo, Led Zeppelin. You're not getting anything. You're not gonna get a curveball by me now. Filthy Phil chucked his wife. Bear, what? Was it Noam Chomsky, a literary, a really prominent thinker? Or was he a Marxist? I don't know. No. My mind short circuits sometimes. Author? Oh, okay. Okay. I'm an author, folks. What a segue. When I was a little boy. Check out the link. A linguist. Fascinated by the vernacular. I try to be a wordsmith and use big words. What's that get me? Oh, geez, you're smart. Yeah, well, I'm immature sometimes, folks. So thank you for joining Jamie and or Bonzo. That's actually, I'm not just saying N or Bonzo. That's his name, Jamie N / or Bonzo. Yeah. Chomsky. Yeah, so as far as music is concerned, now I'm a music connoisseur, but at the end of the day, the music gods, Led Zeppelin. I'm sorry, I know the Rolling Stones and the Who and it, but the gods of music. Well, Lucifer was the musician. Lucifer, forgive me, but Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Paul Jones, and Bonzo. I mean, okay, Jamie. Oh, wow. So, well, what else we got? Hit a button. If there's a button, hit the like button. I got a good ratio of the like button. It's a small channel. I'll take any support I can. So we're getting there. I like my community. And I do a lot of videos. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there. I pump them out. But I got time on my hands. Too much time on my hands. Jojo, when my neighbors blast their rap and bacata music, I blast Zeppelin. Mark, there we go. Here. Yeah. Bless Black Dog. Tell me something Vince Colada could not. We can talk Led Zeppelin if you like. Wow, Led Zeppelin. They produced that album in the they produced that album in that mansion where the Blatsky, the Satan worshipers were. Your neighbors don't speak English, but they know Zeppelin. How you doing, Vinny? We're talking music. We talked about the vets. We're talking on different stuff. It's an open forum. I'm not a tough guy, wise guy. So, give me a shot. Can I get in that bat? Don't listen to all the hacks. Oh, Headley Grange. I'll tell you what, Robert Plant still looks good. Jimmy Page. The music gods just came down and said best vocalist, best guitarist, best drummer, best key, best bass, and other instruments. John Paul Jones played a plethora of different instruments. These were the masters of every instrument. Every song, the arrangements. Well, Jimmy Page, when he was young, he was a protege at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and he would come in and do session work, and then the rest is history. So yeah, Madam Blavatsky, there you go. Don't you? We are containers for consciousness. Keep control of your container. I like that. We are just consciousness. And what do we allow into our consciousness? What do we into our senses? How do we police our senses? Because that's what goes into your conscious. So you look cheerful when talking about a variety of topics. Yes, this ain't a mob channel. I'm trying to be a talk show host. I'm trying to catch a break on network TV. Anybody out there? That would be easy with writers and producers. That's a layup. That's a layup for me. No, I probably do know Nick R, but no, Vinny Chicken Outlets. I just can't recall in my mind. I know so many Nicks. Nick Rotundo. So yeah, well, as long as people are in here talking, I'll talk. I've been trying to tell myself to make my videos shorter because of the analytics, because people don't want to watch an hour-long video, but I'm lonely. I need somebody to talk to. And if it's music, when it's music, that's cool. Red Hot Chili Peppers are coming this summer to Six Flags. So we're going to do that. Yeah, I walked through the cemetery, James. I did a lot of walking through the cemetery. That print there maxed me out. Yeah. So we'll see I do think I need a 2-day rest, but I love the action. I like talking to the people, and I used to get some of the wise guys mad at the club. They'd be like, "Jojo, enough! Sam, get him out of here! Holy cow, where did you find this guy?" Oh, Ange was one of them. Back then, I said some real disrespectful things to Angelo. But we did gamble together. But, you think you're friends because you're just doing things. But I wasn't a friend. I wasn't a friend with me, which means being a made guy. So it's like, I just can't talk to him disrespectful because I just think we're buddies and we gamble and stuff and hang out. But then, and the hugs, come here, get off of me. Check JoJo's papers. No, I like women. I like women. Holy cow. James. So, yeah. At the clubs, oh man. The clubs were restaurants, and there would be some card games there, and that was nice hustle. And my godfather did work for different families, but mostly the Colombos, and he told me a lot of things. And these other channels, they want me to say their names and all that, or whatever. I wrote a book, the names are different. I didn't use some of the first names are the first names, but the last names might just be an initial. Because I don't need that. If I sell a book, I sell it. If not, not. You got to still maintain some respect for the dead. What? So their families and daughters and grandchildren could come and call me and say, "What are you? What are you? Some kind of hack, Joe? You're exposing? They're, you guys know what I mean." Can you comment on P. Diddy? P. Diddy won't get charged with nothing. I mean, you see all these investigations. Maybe he might. You see all the political investigations about political people that, they got the goods on them. Send them away. And there's all these investigations, congressional hearings, everything else under the sun. Yeah, they got the goods on this guy. And then it's crickets. It's all theater. It's all theater. P. Diddy's got the goods on some high-ranking people. High-ranking people. They might send them away, but the government also has to take into consideration he might have things on files and records and videos that they didn't seize. If he's a chess player, you'd think ahead of time and say, I want to have copies and records in Sweden or neutral places that the government can't get to. So while they're in there interrogating him, he might say, I got some you want to play. Well, we're going to release this about a public figure, or we're going to release this about a public figure. So it's tough. You see a lot of these grandstand investigations. Sometimes they get convicted and incarcerated, but sometimes they don't. And where can I get the book? It's on Amazon Books. They Dead Missed. It's a memoir. It's a memoir. I've been spared many ways throughout my life by divine intervention, and it's a good read. It's just a good read. If you start reading it, it's a good read. Shows a lot of the emotionality that you don't see on Hollywood theater. I wasn't a made guy. There's other stories in here about other things. So Diddy is political. I mean, look what they did to the other guy they found hanging in the cell. I mean, see, I got a brain injury. I can't even remember his name. Highly publicized. He had the goods on everybody, but they found him hanging in a cell. Alleged Epstein. Thank you, Max. Yeah. Yep. Angelo had a word for you too. Oh, wow. So, yeah. Well, it all depends what goes on in those conversations. I don't know. In this day and age, they're playing us like puppets. Oh, wow, go get him. Oh, no, free him. Go get him. The media is political. The media should be unbiased, but it's been inseminated with it's politicized. The media is politicized. There's many networks that are one political party or the other. It's hard to find a neutral network. So this network will be the puppet master for the Democrats, and this media network will be the puppet master for the Republicans. And they're jockeying, go get them, and this and that. And so, and then we're going, get him. Yeah, get him. Get that other guy. Get him. And then it's like nothing happens. So we're here, boots on the ground, and I'm telling my buddy, and then after a while, it's like, wait a minute. I don't think I'm interested in buying any more swampland. By the way, I got some swampland for sale if you want it. I don't want it. I'm not going to take the bait for this. So if we want to really peel the layers back, the powers to be. Now, we're not going to get into the Rothschilds and the Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers and the real forces that, you know what I mean, guys. Jamie, you are come across a good guy. Keep being honest. Question, did you want to be made? No, I didn't want to be made. And my godfather wasn't made. He was closer to the Colombo family, but I was educated and it was easy money. I was a little more aggressive in my 20s, and my godfather had to save me for being stupid. I broke the rules, whatever. And he was like, you're not going to come down to New York, and I'm going to have to babysit you for all this and that because, they have the mob rules. And then, I just go by regular rules of living. If somebody talks some smack, I'm going to talk some smack back. So I was a little more aggressive back then. So he was like, no, Jojo, no. Go back, do whatever you want to do, but I can't. He's got other things to worry about on his plate. He did a lot of work for the Colombos, but he was a freelancer. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, there were people that did work for the Mafia that weren't made. Okay, let's just settle that score. These experts, they just think they know everything. They're Google meisters. There were people, a lot of different characters that were around the mobsters that didn't get made. I mean, can we put that to rest? Holy cow. So my godfather goes and does work and all this and that, and he's got to hand money up to the captains? No. They were freestylers, Warsaw. Some of them were freestylers. If you were good at something, and see, and another thing is, they were doing hits within their own families. So he might have done work for the Colombos, and then he'd get hired to hit a Colombo. That's just the way it is. Lots of literal swampland being sold in Bull on right now where I live. Drain the swamp. Drain it. Holy cow. The art of letting someone have it your way is the deep mom. Yeah. Oh, well. But yeah. Trump was in the Bronx. Holy cow, how many people were there? Jeez. Arian Brossman, there are far more associates than members. Exactly. I was running around doing this and that. It's like, I just want to make money for myself. I was getting tips and stuff for delivering bread and milk, but, yeah, my godfather was Sicilian all the way. And me too. And I didn't want to do that. No. Mostly, I was good with numbers. I was really good with numbers. And the steel office brokerage that sold steel, it was part of a gambling ring, but I was always good with numbers and in business and science and marketing and psychology and all these other things. I was a good numbers guy. So I could have been all right going to New York in a gambling ring and taking the action or doing some other things with the numbers, laying off strategical things. There's a lot you just hear about bookmakers and this and that, but there's a lot of strategic things that can either maximize your profit or minimize your profit. So, and the loan sharks, yeah. So, and a lot of times that aspect could have been more or less nonviolent, but violence would just seem to catch up, show its ugly face. And my godfather did work where some guys got in so big for big amounts of money, and he would have to go collect sometimes. And we'll tell some of them stories down the road. But dead man can't pay his bills. But then again, they do have to make examples out of people too. So it's a double-edged sword. You just can't go around whacking everybody that owes. You just can't. You'd have no money because, I mean, a lot of people paid right on time. Boom, 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 boom. And there was also some people that were bad actors that if they wanted to bet, they had to put the money up. They had to just put the money up. You want to bet 3,000, you got to put the money up. And then you get paid the next day. Otherwise, if you don't put the money up, you could get paid on a Wednesday other than a Monday or so, you know. But if you put the money up, you get paid the next day. From what my experiences were. Other than that, you settle up with people. Sometimes you'd keep a balance of some people that were good, honorable guys, and you would pay. They would pay. If they lost 5,000 or won 5,000, they would pay at different increments. Instead of running around having to seeing so many people all the time, we'll settle at 3,000. We'll settle whether you owe 3,000 or you won 3,000. You'll pay at these numbers. When because there's honorable guys, there's wealthy people that they know they're gonna get it. So yeah. No, I never. I didn't gamble with them. No, I took the action for somebody else one time, but no, I didn't play that shit. I was trying to. There was other people around, other bookmakers, and I was trying to manipulate the lines to draw people into betting a team or the opponent, and then they'd call and say, "Oh, that's a bad line." Well, it's a bad line. I'll take a shot. If a team's +7, I'll make them +11. Then they'd say, "Oh, you're going to get middled." They'll try both sides. Well, most of the time I was on the right side, so they would cry, "Oh, well, just do your own book. Just run your own book." That's all. That's all. I was, mathematical, crunch the numbers and everything like that. So I think we got it all in here, folks. Thank you, Warsaw. Thank you, Max Meeks. Big in, Sean City. Thank you, folks. Warsaw. Jamie Bonzo, come back in. You know I'll chirp. We'll talk music till freaking your ears are red. Okay, Jimmy Boudreau. Thank you for your service, soldier. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Anybody, family in here? Vinny Chicken Outlets. Yeah, that's on Amazon Books. They Dead Missed. There's a link in the description in the about part of my channel. So thank you. It's a good read. I think it's only like $8. And I don't have money like these other rich mafia personalities. Let's establish that. I'm not wealthy at all. I'm lucky I got gas in my car. Here's the Boohoo Sonata. Donate to my channel. I'm broke. Gas is expensive. Ave Maria. The Boohoo Sonata in A minor. Grow up, Joe. Grow up. James McCarthy, thank you. Thank you for that earlier, too. Thank you. He's been a good supporter of my channel. Thank you. Noam Chomsky, thank you. Mark and Gotti, thank you. Jamie and Orbanzo, thank you. I like my community here. This isn't a mob channel. This is a talk show. I want to raise my channel being a talk show. Get better technology, get guests, and do that. The mob genre is phasing out. Newsflash. It's phasing out. It's all leveraging. At least I try to possess other skills and be entertaining. If I can. Arian Brossman. Thank you for your support. Sean City. Michael Candinas. Max Meeks. Manna. Thank you, folks. Thorn Blades Lash, new guy. I'll try to do my best. Thorn Blades Lash. I can't believe there was no trollers. Can't believe that. That's good. Susie Q. Oh, Suze. Mob Rats 1. How you feeling, Mob Rats 1? EB23. All right. Wyatt Earp. Thank you, community. I really appreciate that. You know, I want to be a good guy. I don't want to be a tough guy. No. I want to make, my mother passed away. I'd like to make her proud. Single mother, raised 5 kids. I want to make my mother proud of me and my daughter proud of me. I don't want to start crying on here because I'm a Thorn Blades Lash. All right. I don't want to miss anybody. I appreciate everybody that helped. Max Meeks, you've been riding for a while. David BMX, you've been riding for a while. Sean City, Jimmy Boudreau, you guys. I'm repeating myself. James McCarthy. I'm going to go down there June 22nd, so maybe we could have a cup of coffee. I might even hug you and try to kiss you on the cheek. James McCarthy. Get off me, Joe. Get off me. And remember, I go on the nature walks at the beautiful lake. I do a mile, 2 miles, and I do the nature walks. So if you have nothing to do, you want to look at beautiful Mother Nature. I lost 30 pounds. I had skinny legs and a fat gut, like a cartoon character. You know, how can you have skinny legs and a fat gut? So I'm trying to lose my gut, okay? I'm doing good, though. But who does a nature walk smoking cigarettes? See? I'm doing a nature walk trying to get some cardiovascular in. And how am I smoking a cigarette? Jeez, what's wrong with me? I think I need some therapy. Thank you, Jamie. Come check me out. Help me out. Thank you, Jimmy. All right there. I feel good about this. Thank you, veterans. God bless their souls and God rest their souls. And if anybody in here needs help, put a blessing on them. Give them some mercy. And we could all start again, okay? All right. Thank you. Be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. It wants your blood. You can fight back. Put your thinking right. Put on some spiritual armor. Rock and roll. You can get to your goals, dreams, and aspirations. I believe I could get 100,000 subs on this channel. I believe. Plant the seeds, and then you shall harvest. Thank you, folks. Universe and world bless you.